We're getting ready to make a change on something that we do, and it's behind the scenes stuff, but it also affects you a little bit. So we want to take some time and communicate this. And allow me to change my notes here real quick. So the card you're getting has to do with the change that we're making. The scripture gives the illustration that a church is like a flock of sheep. You have a shepherd, you have shepherds, and you have sheep. And so we use data and information to care for the community. And our database that we've used for the past 5 years worked really well for us for a while. Right now it's clunky. It's not clear, it's not simple, it's not easy. So we're making a change. The new one is called Planning Center. It's clear, it's simple, it's easy, and the key is it's mobile friendly. Now, if you're a guest today, I apologize. The next 4 minutes is probably nothing for you, nothing about you. Thanks for being patient. If you want to play a game on your phone, go play Candy Crush for the next 4 minutes. Thanks for your patience. But the parking lot you parked on, the cappuccino we gave you today, had to be paid for. And this is actually how we receive how we receive the funds so that we can provide those things. So thanks for being patient with us this morning. Let me talk about this change, how it will affect you. First off, if you bring kids in, this change will affect how you check your kids in and how you check them out. We'll be changing our check-in and check-out procedures. We'll be launching that in early April. If you've ever registered for one of our events, like right now we have, I think, 97,462 sign-up sheets out on the Welcome Center. It's ridiculous. It's time to move out of the 1990s. The 90s were good. 2 years of it were good. Most of the 90s were good. It's time to move out of that now. And so all of our registrations will be changing. And so you'll all be able to do that mobile as well. And the main one I want to take some time is to talk about how the online giving will change. We'll be starting that transition. The other ones, the check-in, the check-out, the registration, that will launch in early April. The online giving, that transition starts now. So we have an old system and we have a new system. Both are going to run until May 1st. So the old system's still going to run for May 1st. So we've got about a 6-week transition time. You realize over half of you right now give some way digitally online? So there's no obligation to give online. But if you've been looking for an on-ramp to even start giving, period, this might be the on-ramp for you. So at this time, tech team's got a short video that we're going to show you, and then I'll give a little bit more explanation, and then we'll get you out of here today. Go ahead and start that, guys. Thanks.
We've set up a simple way for you to give to our church. And here's how to get started. If you want to give a quick gift, just enter an amount, select a fund, and enter your email address. Then, simply enter your payment details and click Give. And that's it. We'll send a receipt to that email address and save that giving history on our end. If you ever want to view your giving history or manage your account, you'll want to log in. Just click the login button on the top left, enter your email, and we'll email you a secure login link. Click the link in your email and you're in. There are no passwords or usernames to remember. Once you're logged in, you can update your contact information, add payment methods, manage your recurring donations, review your giving history, and download any statements that we've issued. To get started, just click the link on our website. If you have any questions, let us know, and we'd be happy to help.
Did you hear the magic words in the video? No usernames and no passwords. That's like magic to my ears on that. So let me actually walk you through the card that you have right now. The key of it is the app. It all revolves around an app called Church Center. It's put out by Planning Center, but the app that you would use is called Church Center. So we'll just walk through this card together here. Let me make sure I got the right thing up there. Yeah, so the ways to give stay the same. So a lot of things have not changed. You can still give physically. You can still give cash. You can still give check. You can still give through the mail. The digital options are what's changing. And there are multiple ways to do it, but they all access the same system. They're all with the same email address that you choose to use. And if you're someone that says, I'm just going to keep giving physically, thank you for being patient right now while we explain to the over half of you that are giving in a different way. The way we'd recommend is that Church Center app. It's just clear, it's simple, it's easy. You can also go to our church website and click the link. It's still going to take you to the same spot, but maybe that's easier for you because you don't want to download an app. So you can go to the flagchurch.com and just click that link. You can go to the Flag Church app if you want and click that link, same thing. Or you can also use the text option that's on there. The text option changes. It's called 84321. You can do that. 4 different funnels that'll all get you to the same spot. The key is getting to, we'd recommend you just download the Church Center app because it's dead simple, easy. So what you can do from that app is you can give online. You can register for events. If the event has a fee, like camps coming up, you can pay for the event that way as well. You can also edit your personal profile if you have an email address change. If somehow we have a photo of you in our database that you don't like and you want to put a different photo in and it just happens to look like a Marvel comic hero, you go right ahead. You can do that. And soon, from that app, you'll actually be able to check your children in. And many of you are giving on a recurring basis. You're giving on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, in an online form. Not only do we encourage you to go ahead and move to the new system, we want to help you stop the old. Stop the old online giving, stop the old text to give. They're still good till May 1st, but we'll have instructions out at the Welcome Center there. You can see that at the bottom right of your card to be able to help you to stop. And then last part of that slide there. The methods of giving still haven't changed. You can still give with a credit card, and we'd encourage you not to, unless you're paying it off each month. You can still give with a debit card. What we'd prefer, and every church in the nation would prefer, is you use ACH. ACH is that fancy automated clearing house bank term. What that means is you pull your checkbook out and you find out what the routing number is and the account number, because the fees are a lot less. So for the next couple of weeks, we have 3 staffed kiosks out there. Kiosk is the fancy word for we got a table with somebody standing at it. And they have chocolate at the table. I noticed that. I may have to go visit that table today. What can they help you do? They can help you set up the new giving if you want. They can help you stop the old giving if you want. They can help you be able to load that app if you want, and they can walk you through the new text options if you want. So the transition calendar looks like this. We're going to keep doing both systems all the way till May 1st. So for 6 weeks, they're both going to work. We want to make sure that if you're giving and your giving setup, you don't accidentally give twice. Now let me share one thing about your giving that's happened. A couple weeks ago, I went to Wheat State Camp for a week of prayer and study to be able to, and I've got the preaching calendar lined up for the for the rest of this calendar year. The series after this will launch after Easter. It's talking about anxiety, and it's totally the 23rd Psalm. We'll do about 4 or 5, maybe 6 weeks on the 23rd Psalm. So as I was out there praying and studying, I noticed one of the trailers out there. And one of the trailers out there that was staying out there were missionaries, Don and Levada Wood. Don and Levada moved to Pittsburgh, Kansas in 2002, stayed here for 11 months, and Don was the construction coordinator for our first building that we built. If you understand building buildings, I don't. And we built 4,400 square feet and furnished it for about $225,000, because as a missionary, he basically worked for free for 11 months full time. Well, he's staying out there, so I knocked on the trailer and got a chance to visit with them and found out that his truck that he was using when he was here in 2003, he's still using a 1990 Ford truck. But it's not running. Well, why don't you get it fixed? Couldn't afford to. 300 and some thousand miles on it. He drives around the campsite, the campground. Campground's about 40 acres, but he's scared to take it into town 2 miles down the road because he thinks it's not going to make it. But he told me in his trailer that he couldn't afford to. So I kept that in the back of my head, came back, talked to our board. We have excess because of your giving, because of your generosity. We have excess funds in our missions fund. So we sent them a check for $1,000 to go ahead and get that truck repaired. And that would be Don, that would be Levada. I cannot remember what the dog's name is. Buster, I think, Buster. Let's just say Buster was enamored with me. Sure, that's what we'll use. And this is the card that they sent. They typed it out and sent a card to us. We got to bless the missionary because of previous generosity, because the funds were already in there. So thank you for being generous. Thank you for giving, not in a spasmodic, emotional way, but in a committed, systematic, sacrificial way. It matters. It's changing people's lives.